Ms. Quinata, are you able to unmute?
Yes, I'm sorry.
There you are. Okay, and do you have a camera to turn on?
Okay. I'm actually on my way into the courtroom. Sorry.
Well, we only do this remotely. So if you want to log into a Zoom booth, you can.
Okay. Okay. Hang on just a moment. No.
Okay.
I'm in a booth.
Turn off your Zoom user.
Got it.
There you go. Okay. All right. So in iPad booth 2, go ahead and identify yourself.
I'm Tanya Quinata.
Okay. Now, you are asking for more time. Let's deal with that issue first, and have you tell me why you are asking for more time.
There's actually several reasons why I'm asking. The first reason is because my key witness is not available. LSR Jackson. The other reason is I've called over 20 different law firms and I haven't received all the responses back yet. And they have, everyone has refused to work out of Cowlitz County. So that would fall under the glasses.
So you're going to have to.
That would fall under the unexpected circumstance under the Sixth Amendment for my right for a fair trial. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What you're saying doesn't make a whole lot of sense, to be honest.
Sure, not a problem. So basically, I wanted to be represented myself.
Mhm.
And so I called over 20 different law firms. I haven't received all of the phone calls back yet or the responses.
Mhm.
And so all the ones that I did speak to, they will not take a case out of Cowlitz County. So I'm still waiting for some more responses so that I can be represented in court.
So how much time are you asking for?
I'm asking for at least 2 weeks so that I too can be represented in court.
Okay, Ms. Radecki, your position.
So, Your Honor, we would object to any setovers at this point. We have given plenty of time. The defendants were served March 21st or 31st. Let me see here. Yeah, excuse me, it was the 31st. So they've had plenty of time to gather their information, contact law firms. Again, this preliminary injunction it's not a final resolution of all the rights between the parties. This is just temporary relief that we're requesting in the interim of the case. So we would request that the hearing go forward today on the preliminary injunction at the very minimum. And then obviously, Defendant Kanata is entitled to counsel to determine the final rights of the parties. But we believe we should be moving forward today for the preliminary injunction at minimum.
I'm gonna go ahead and interject right there. I just want to let you know that if you do not, and it is up to you, but sorry, I lost my voice. That's another reason I can barely talk. But okay, if we want to do it that way, I also have a right to speak in court and you guys be able to hear me and understand me. And right now, because of my voice, I believe you're not able to hear me or understand what I'm saying.
So, Ms. Quinata, do you believe that you have legal title or right to be at 124 True Street?
That's correct. And I also am on a lease. I don't know if Miss Radecki knows that, but I am on a lease and I have a copy of the lease.
And who's the listed landlord on that?
And Elizabeth Jackson.
And are you aware of who rightfully, legally owns the property?
Nobody has informed me of anything except for Miss Radecki when I just recently received some of the information that she had sent. Otherwise than that, there's been nothing. And I have video that says nobody's ever been to the house or has served me with any paperwork in March. So I'm asking for a 2-week continuance.
I'm going to give you a very brief continuance because I can't hear you today. I do want you to be able to speak. I'll grant you a brief continuance so that you can seek counsel if you want to. I will tell you, though, that I do strongly recommend that you look at the divorce decree that did give petitioner.
I'm not part of that divorce decree. And there's actually a court case.
What I am telling you to do is take a look at that. It does indicate who the court has deemed owns, controls, and possesses that property.
Yeah. She went into foreclosure. I spoke to the mortgage company.
Ma'am, that is going to be very telling to this court about who gets to say who lives there. So
I get to live there. I'm saying I'm on a lease, which basically under landlord tenant.
Have a lease from the person who owns the home. So we're going to go ahead and continue this.
I've never been informed of their divorce. I've never been posted a notice or even been mailed a notice of who the ownership is. Never have been informed of who the new owner is.
So, Ms. Quinata, the only reason that I find that very difficult to believe is that you yourself attached that divorce decree to your response.
I'm sorry, one more time. Attached to what? I'm sorry.
You filed a response.
That's correct.
And in that response, Exhibit C that you attached, that is the court's order awarding the property to Ms. Jackson.
I want an attorney to help me because I don't quite understand that.
So I don't believe you when you tell me you don't know what's in that court order because you submitted that.
No. I understand. I'm saying I was never notified.
Okay.
I've never been given a notice by Ms. Jackson.
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm still falling under landlord tenant.
You're going to have to let me finish.
Sure.
The things you submitted in writing to the court are different than the things you are telling me today. So I'm going to give you 2 weeks to have a lawyer represent you for the preliminary injunction hearing and the ejectment. We are going to move forward in 2 weeks.
Okay, perfect.
Even if you don't have an attorney.
Okay, not a problem. So I want to say if I don't have an attorney by then, you would be violating the due process rights of me having a fair trial. Is that correct?
Are you both
the right to be represented?
Quinata, stop. Are you both available May 21 at 2:00?
But on record, I would be violating. You would be violating my due process rights by not being able to have an attorney. Is that correct?
Ms. Quinata, you're not going to put words in my mouth here today. I am going to make a record that the things you are saying on the record contradict the things that you have filed in the court file.
I said I was never given a notice.
Giving you additional time to get a lawyer or prepare your case. 21st at 2:00 is when we will move forward.
Perfect. Thank you.
Ms. Radecki, does that date work for you?
It does, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, that is when we will move forward. We will see you then, Ms. Radecki. I'll carry your order forward to that date.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.